Tarkov has officially gone pay to win. Now, there was always some debate in the past on whether or not EOD was pay to win or not. Some people made the argument that it was pay for convenience, and some people made the argument that it was pay to win. It was a very slippery slope, but it wasn't too crazy of a pay to win. Even if you do consider it pay to win, I would say it was on the lesser of the evils for pay to win, considering some of the other games that do have more pay-to-win features. But with the most recent update to Tarkov, it went down for about 6 hours, and then they dropped some new patch notes. With the patch notes, they dropped a new addition to the game called the Unheard. And this edition, if you don't own Tarkov, is $250, and you get a bunch of new features. You get these features on top of whatever features you had before from the previous version that you had. As you can see, these are a list of a bunch of the features that you get. There are some other features that you get that they didn't actually list here, and you can actually go through here and you can see them. I will go through them in a minute, but these are going to be the main ones that we're going to go through here. So the first couple benefits is just you get to own the game and you get to play it. That's pretty standard. I would hope you get to own it and play it. The next benefit you get is you get a new offline PvE mode, and this is kind of controversial, and this is very controversial. And the controversy behind this mode is because basically, and there's no other way to put this, this mode is DLC. And back when you bought EOD, what all owners that bought EOD were promised is that you would get all future DLCs that were put into the game, and you'd get them for free, even though it wasn't really for free because you were paying $150 for EOD. But after you paid that one-time fee, you got all future DLCs for free. But now what BSG is doing is they are making this new version. They're giving this PvE mode that is essentially DLC, and they're not giving it to the people that owned EOD, even though they promised EOD owners that they would get DLC. Now, some more features that you get a bigger stash, even bigger than EOD, which is kind of crazy. You get a unique in-game ID. I don't entirely know what that means. I assume it's something similar to EOD, how EOD had the crown next to your name when you were in lobbies and stuff like that. I assume that's what that means. I'm not 100% sure. And then expanded pockets. This is an interesting one. So you have pockets. You have, I think it's like 4 pocket slots. And I guess when you buy this version, you get more. I haven't actually seen how many pocket slots you get just yet. The next feature is increased fence standing. Now this, I'm kind of iffy on because honestly, as long as you just played the game and you used car extracts, you know, you scavved, it wasn't too hard to build your fence rep. I don't know. This one isn't too big for me, but next you get more flea market slots. Again, even more pay to win. To add to that, you also have a flea market rep, kind of like a trader rep. The more stuff you sell, the higher your rep is, and then the higher the rep that you have, the more flea market slots you have. So just adding a base more of flea market slots is definitely just another smack in the face. While yes, you still can't get them for free, you know, having that extra 1 or 2 slots right at the start of a wipe is going to be insane. Next, you have a unique in-game melee weapon. I don't know, this is just like whatever, it's just a melee weapon. Increased mail retention time. Now that is a big one. So I'm assuming what this means, this goes for both I'm assuming quests and insurance. Your quest items, when you complete a quest, and your insurance only get held for a certain amount of time once you actually complete the quests and you get your insurance back. I assume this means both of those can be held for even more time. At the moment, I believe it's somewhere between like 4 days and a week. You're going to get even more time than that, which is huge because that just means you can let more things sit in your mail and not take up stash space. Next, you have an additional background screen. That's, you know, that's cool, I guess. I use the factory one, I think, and that's good enough for me. You have free access to all subsequent DLCs, or basically you get a season pass. Now this, another controversy again, because had you bought EOD, as I stated previously, this is what you were promised. So now you either have to upgrade from EOD, which is a $100 upgrade, to get, you know, access to all DLCs. But as you can see, they added the PvE mode, but EOD owners don't actually get access to that. And then finally, you just get access to the test server. You know, that's pretty cool. Get to test new patches and stuff early. Now here we're going to get into more of the stuff that is pay to win about this edition. And this is just a bunch of the stuff that you start with right off of the wipe. So you get the Gamma, and the Gamma was supposed to be unique to EOD, but I guess they are now giving it to both editions. You get a weapons case. Ginormous. A Lucky Scav junk box. That's, you know, big again. An ammo case. You get 3 really good guns and ammo for them, which is... that's even crazier. You get 1,000,000 rubles, $1,000, and 500 euros. You also get some armor. Now, this in and of itself, the fact that you start the wipe with a weapons case, a junk box, and these really good guns, that is just insane. On top of everything else that you're already starting with, like, this is EOD was already a slippery slope of being pay to win. Like this just blows EOD out of the water. This is crazy. When you buy this edition, you also get certain skills leveled up, like just instantly for free. You don't even have to do anything. You just spend money and your skills are leveled up. So your attention is level 3, hideout management 3, weapon maintenance 3, bolt actions 3, and pistols are 3. So, and here's another big pay to win item that you get. It is the Mark of the Unheard. And this is a special item slot. This goes in your special slots. So there's no risk when running this item. You just throw it in there and then nobody can take it. But it gives you a huge benefit in terms of what you get in raid. And it is probably by far the most pay to win feature in the game. So the bonuses that you get when you're using this item and you have it on you in raid is your insurance returns are 30% faster. You know, that's pretty significant. You're going to be buying less gear less often, assuming, you know, you have stuff that comes back in insurance. Car extracts are a 50% discount, and that's on top of your fence rep. So you have your fence rep discount, and then you have the discount that the Mark of the Unheard gives you, which you're basically going to be paying nothing. So the next buff you get with this item when it is on you, scavs do not aggro and shoot at you if you are 60 plus meters away. Now, a big thing that would happen as you're walking around the map is a scav would see you from super far away and just start shooting at you, and sometimes you'd get really unlucky and they would kill you. And this is significant, not because like that scavs are an issue. You know, most of the time you're not going to die to a scav. It's whatever. It's more so a scav would shoot at you and alert other players that you're nearby or somewhat nearby. So taking this away just basically, it makes it pay to win in the sense that you have more of the jump on people as you're walking around the map if you're not going to be getting shot at by scavs. So then lastly, we have 2 more things to go over. You have the ability to build a unique zone in the hideout. That's going to be pretty interesting to see what the unique zone is and see what kind of buffs it gives you and stuff like that. And then lastly, you get this unique distress signal device. What this lets you do is, say you're in a fight, what this device does is it lets you basically signal out to people on your friends list saying, hey, I need your help, join my raid. And it lets your friends join your raid and come and help you in your fight. Now, the only thing that they haven't clarified, and we don't know if they haven't clarified, so we don't know which way and how it's going to work. We don't know if this is strictly for the PvE or if this is for both PvP and PvE. If this is just for the PvE mode of the game, I would say, okay, this device is fine. But if this is added and can be used in the PvP mode of the game, this is pretty much going to ruin Tarkov. So while yes, myself and the majority of the Tarkov community is against this addition, I really hope if they do end up keeping it and not listening to our feedback, they at least keep a device like this in the PvE mode of the game, because this has no place in the PvP aspect of Tarkov. So now I'm just going to give you a good look at what the items are that you get when you upgrade the game. This is, you start every wipe with all this stuff. You know, you get these 2 armors. This is a level 4 rig. This is level 3. You get these 3 really good guns. You get all this ammo box, a junk box, weapons case. If there were ways to fix the addition and ways that I would say, assuming they keep it, because I don't see them getting rid of it, there are some very good ways that they could fix it. And, you know, GigaBeef, he brought up some very good points that I personally agree with. EOD gets the PvE mode. That's the first fix. You know, they promised it to people that bought EOD, you know, that we would get DLCs. So give EOD PvE mode. PSG clearly in a money crunch right now, and that's why, you know, they're making all these microtransactions, which most of us don't even have a problem with because they're not very significant. Like, if you want to go buy them, you can, and support BSG in the sense that it's not game breaking. So what you do is you add the PvE mode, but you make it separate and for $35. Because clearly they need money, so make it so people can buy it and not have to spend $250 on the Unheard edition. Next, the 2 pay-to-win items, the scav item that makes them not shoot at you from 60 plus meters, and the one where you can call your friends. Make that exclusively for offline PvE. It just makes sense. Again, they haven't clarified whether or not it's going to be for PvE or PvP. Just make it only for PvE offline and not PvP. Make your pockets upgrade achievable in the game. They do this already with you know, like your containers, in the sense, like, yes, it's pay to win that you can't get the gamma, but you do have other containers that you can work for and get. Or the next and last point is add EOD back as an upgrade. The jump between EOD and Unheard is super significant, and they're already kind of backpedaling on some of the things that they said they would give EOD owners. So you might as well add it back, let people buy it. If clearly money's that, you know, if money's not doing too great for you guys, add it back, let more people buy it. As most of the community, I agree that yes, this is pay to win. If BSG needs more money, they need to add more microtransactions, heck, even more additions, as they said they were going to add. Go for it. I support BSG. I want this game to last as long as possible. But this is just not the way to do it. They're monetizing the game in the wrong way with this edition for multiple reasons. One being the price point. I think $250 is a little ridiculous. And then lastly, if they're keeping the Unheard edition in the game, which I don't see them taking it out for a plethora of reasons, as I've stated, what they should do is they should make as many things achievable in the game as possible that are reasonable, but still separate, like, let there be a reason for you to want to buy the Unheard edition, but still allow people to achieve some things in the game that either can't or don't want to make the financial decision to, spend $250 on Tarkov. So enough about me. I want to know what you guys think about the new Unheard edition of Tarkov. Let me know down in the comments and whether you agreed with all my points and, other points that were brought up by other people. Anyways, thank you guys for watching and good luck in your Tarkov raids.